Friends, from the footsteps of Lord Buddha to the echoes of the Ramayana, our histories are intertwined in ways that continue to inspire travel and discovery even today. Every Indian who visits Sri Lanka and every Sri Lankan who visits India carries forward a story of mutual respect and cultural kinship. There is no doubt that tourism is an industry with tremendous importance for the economies of our two countries. But in the case of India and Sri Lanka, it also represents one of the most organic bridges of our friendship. India has liberalized its e-visa system for nationals of 167 countries, including Sri Lanka, making entry into India smoother, faster, and easier. The integration of India's digital public infrastructure, such as the UPI, into the travel ecosystem has simplified transactions for millions of domestic and international travelers. Contactless hotel check-ins, AI-powered chatbots for visitor assistance, and immersive virtual reality previews, the kind that we just saw with the Honorable Minister, of heritage sites are making travel more interesting and more engaging. Sri Lanka occupies a special place, not just as a neighboring destination, but also as part of India's travel imagination. The proximity, familiarity, and emotional resonance of this island make it a preferred choice for Indian travelers seeking beauty, culture, and relaxation. I am delighted to note that India remains the single largest source of tourists to Sri Lanka. In 2024, over 417,000 Indian tourists visited Sri Lanka, accounting for around 20% of the total arrivals. Continuing this trend, by October 2025, more than 430,000 Indian tourists had arrived in Sri Lanka, representing nearly 23% of total arrivals. Today, nearly 150 weekly flights connect multiple Indian cities to Colombo and Jaffna. The resumption of the Nagapattinam-Katkesanturai passenger ferry service has further deepened our people-to-people linkages. Additional maritime routes are also being explored. However, what we are witnessing today is only the tip of the iceberg. As I mentioned earlier, India records over 2.5 billion domestic tourist visits annually. This is the segment that Sri Lanka should aim to tap. Even if just 1% of this were to travel to Sri Lanka, it would mean around 25 million visitors, nearly 60 times the number of Indians who travel today to Sri Lanka. This alone highlights the extraordinary potential for growth in our tourism partnership. Sri Lanka's tourism industry holds a distinctive competitive edge in today's regional market. The ability to offer a frugal yet high-quality experience. Within just few hours, a traveler in Sri Lanka can journey from pristine beaches to mist-covered mountains, a contrast few destinations in the world can offer. This unique balance of quality and diversity positions Sri Lanka perfectly to capture a larger share of India's rapidly growing tourism market. India has been consistently supporting the growth of Sri Lanka's tourism sector by encouraging greater investment, promoting stronger connectivity, and deepening industry partnerships. We are actively facilitating Indian investments in hotels, restaurants, and recreation facilities. We recognize that high-quality infrastructure is essential for attracting global travelers.